Yo, boys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. We have so much to talk about today, a lot. So hang in there. Champions League is going on. There's new SBCs coming out today. There's so much going on FIFA, so just hold in, boys. We have a lot to discuss. If you guys enjoyed the video today, drop a thumbs up. Guys, Pepe made the team of the week. Thank God. As you guys know, I've been holding... I had about 40 Pepes at 80 to 90K. He didn't rise as much as I wanted, but we're getting out of him pretty break even, which I'm really happy about. So I can't be mad at that. It's all good. We've got a couple left that I bought at like 90 to 92. So these ones are kind of like break even. This is like 4 or 5K a card, but he's going to go to a 96. And my rule always, guys, my rule always with these ones to watch cards is you sell before the upgrade happens, man. You sell in the hype. You sell to the people that are buying them right now. And yeah, so guys, I got a little unlucky last night, and here's why. And I think a lot of you guys are enjoying recently, like me showing you what I've been doing and when I'm winning and when I'm not winning, because I don't always win. So last night I got 2 Ibras, guys, for 900K, 917 specifically, right? I sold them for $1 million last night, and now he's 1.09. Now he's 1.09, and my gut was to hold them. But the reason I didn't hold them was because he was down 300K, so I took the small profit and the loss on one, and I thought to myself that I should just sell because I was like, okay, people are going to panic sell into the morning, and I was just wrong, man. I was freaking wrong. So I'm mad about that because I could have made like 150K on 2 Ibras, and man, I'm pissed, bro. So what ends up happening, guys, and I want to share this with you guys, today we're getting Winter Refresh SBCs. Yes, you guys heard that right. We are going to get Winter Refresh SBCs today. I don't really know why, but these will be fun, and I'll do some of my account. Yeah, Winter Refresh player. I don't know if this is going to be repeatable or if it's going to be just like a normal and tradable pack, but it should be like an 82 or an 83 rated. I would say if it's anything more than that, it's probably a scam because when you look at this team, I mean, why would it be more than that is kind of what I would question, right? Because you only have Bruno, Eriksson, and Ibra. And Ake, and like you really only have a couple players, Kuna, that are over 100K. There's a lot of really bang average players, but knowing EA, they'll probably make it a full 84 rated squad and make it like 40K a pack, just knowing them. But yeah, again, I'm really mad about that Ibra, guys, because I just messed up, dude. I messed up. And then what ends up happening, right, is I make a good buy last night. A really good buy. Like Florenzi, guys, has not been less than 150, like 160 all week, right? So this is kind of where I looked at him. I looked at him right here because the day before he was like 170 to 180. So I was looking at him right there, man. And guess what happens, dudes? Right now, Florenzi is 140, man. So I'm just mad right now. I'm not in a good mood because you know what? Like I made a couple good moves. And now that this is probably going to come out and be tradable, I don't have to panic sell, but I have to take a couple losses, man, again. And it's like I went through yesterday and as you guys can see, my trade pile is not clear at all. But I had to go through yesterday and try to take some losses. Like, I had to lower the price of all my trade pile stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and lose like another 70K on Florenzi. So it's annoying, man. It's annoying when you feel like you're doing good and you're making good calls. And then like EA drops some damn repeatable SBC in the database. And you're like, what the hell is that, man? So now I got to deal with that. And there's a lot of panic on these cards. And obviously if the SBC comes out to be tradable, then I'm in a lot of trouble. So I do have to sell these before 1 p.m. because if I don't, again, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble if I hold on to these cards. So that's why I'm going to get out. I think I have a Cornet that, like, he might be like 43 or something. I mean, we'll try to take the small profit there. It's quite minimal, but we'll try to take it. And then I've been trading with Ben Yedder a little bit because I feel like Ben Yedder is a little too cheap. I feel like he's going to start rising up a good amount pretty soon because his ones to watch already started to rise a bit. I also, boys, I wanted to say, I don't know if Ben Yedder's in my club. I'll try to show you guys something in 1 sec. I've done a lot with the account. I basically sold a lot of stuff, and then I ended up buying a lot more stuff again. So I don't really know what's wrong with me. I think I have a buying addiction, but yeah, I hit Insigne last night. He got really low. I got a couple of him under under 135. So I got him really low last night. I have a lot of icons that I can't sell right now, man. It's been a pain in the butt. So I got to work on selling those. I got a Danny Olmo at 170. I think he's like still like in that 170 range, but he does trend up to like 186 sometimes, 185. So I'm going to hope that I get a little bit of profit on him. That would obviously be the goal. I don't know how like realistic that's going to be, but the goal would be that I could take a little bit of profit on him. I do have one of these Insignias that should have a Hunter. We picked up some Vardy's last night also at 122. That seemed really low. Vardy is usually like 130 to 140. So I felt like that was really low. So, yeah, he's back up at 130. So, I mean, how do you prepare for a winter refresh SBC? I think 83s and 84s are up a significant amount since last night. But, yeah, that's what I think will be required. So, if you guys think that people are going to go ahead and be idiots and do this SBC, then that would be your best friend, right? Club stocking some 83s and 84s would be probably in your best interest to do something like that. Now, if we go to my club and I show you guys my special and my recent tab, you guys can see I did invest in a Ben Yedder last night. Oh my God, I still have an Ericsson as well. I forgot about this, man. All right, so I did invest in a Ben Yedder last night at 422. Now, the reason I did this was because this card got panicked a lot, but doesn't actually have that much supply. So he's back up at 450 now, and I think that's because his card and the ones to watch cards should roll pretty similar in terms of price, just based on the rarity of that card. It's tough to explain, but that would make sense to me if something like that does happen. It will be very interesting to see with De Jong what happens, because De Jong's ones to watch has just a ton of supply. So that will be very interesting to see. I know he was down at like 95 last night, /91. I don't know if he's still at that price, but if De Jong is low 90s, I think that has some rise room because he is a little bit cheaper, than his other card. So I think this is a 91.5, and I may look at picking this up and putting it in my club. I'm not sure yet, though, so I think I'm going to hold off on that. So, guys, team of the week, which I will share with you guys right now, is pretty damn juicy. It's not a bad team of the week at all. We have some pretty damn good players. Pepe's not a bad red. Dybala's not a bad red. Son is not bad. Party's not bad. Neuer's not bad if you don't have the flashback. So we got a couple good cards. We didn't get anything crazy. Savage is not awful. We didn't get anything crazy, but at least the team of the week was looking really bad. So at least it's kind of good, which is interesting. I'm going to be looking today at some of these guys to see if they get panic sold, but I will say to you guys that the rebound on a lot of cards in terms of like a lot of cards rebounds and stuff has not been like good. Last week, Doucouré didn't rebound at all. And you know what? Like, it's just the rebounds are not as good anymore with the team of the week, whether that's too many people trying to do it or whatever it may be. Just the guys bouncing back in price are not that good anymore. Tomorrow, in terms of rewards and in terms of the market, I will tell you this. The icon market looks really low right now. If you guys want to make some coins, take a look at a couple icons would be my almost my advice, because I just think a lot of the icons in the market are really cheap right now, and I think a lot of them have a lot of room to rise. That's my best opinion. Looking at some of the market right now, it looks like there's a lot of icons that are very undervalued right now, heading into rewards day, and they just look. A couple of them look really promising in terms of a big rise to happen tomorrow. Like I would almost bet on it. So if you guys want a safe thing for tomorrow, some icons look good. Other than that, if you guys, if you're not about that, you guys make your own predictions and your own investments and things like that. But that would just be what I'm looking at and seeing and really, really kind of finding those to be good pickups for tomorrow and in terms of rewards. I think today is a Wednesday, right? Because we get team of the week today. So that is a look that I had that I'm going to probably look at a little bit later. Not so much yet, but a little bit later, I'll take a look at a bunch of icons. One thing I wanted to comment on really quickly with all you guys watching the video today is anybody that's looking for an icon moments card, right? My opinion is that they're going to drop tomorrow a lot. My reasoning for that is that on rewards days, I always feel like the new... Look, right now, there's no mid or babies in packs, right, for icons. That is making these cards get actually packed because... The pack weight on the icons I figured out why these guys are so supplied. It's because the pack weight on the icons are the same, but now you can only pack mids or primes or moments. So I kind of feel like that's why at the moment there's a lot of supply on these moments. So I would expect with rewards coming tomorrow, right? It's a big pack supply. What you guys got? I think what's really important to think about, right, is that we don't actually get that many pack supplies anymore. EA really don't bring us a lot of pack supply anymore. It's just not really a thing that they do. Whereas we used to get weekly 50k packs that would supply the market. So now it's Thursday is a big day for market supply. It's a massive day for EA to bring cards onto the market, and I think they do that through Weekend League rewards. I really believe in the fact that they make the pack weight a lot better during Weekend League rewards. It just seems to be that way. So if you guys are interested in a moments card, you're looking at one or something like that, tomorrow would probably be a pretty good day to really look into it. I know personally I'm looking at trying to pick up Moments Garincha for this weekend. So I'm going to be looking for a deal on him tomorrow. But, I mean, yeah, that's my honest opinion. I mean, at the moment, that's kind of where I see these guys being cheapest. But a lot of these guys are starting to go down, man. It's very, very intriguing to watch their price trends, man. A lot of these guys are starting to head in the downwards direction. And the reason why that's happening with these Moments cards is a lot of the people who have these either pack them and are impatient or are traders and can't sell them, right? A lot of these Moments cards, these traders have not been able to sell for a couple rounds now, and it's just frustrating them. So what they're doing is they're just kind of panic selling it onto the market. And so in turn, they drop the price of the player, right? That's just kind of how it works, right? So a lot of these Moments cards are dropping in price. I'd say the only two that I'm really trying to get from my main team right now is Moments Rio and Moments Garincha, because I would love Garincha. Now, the one thing that I'm really worried about, and I talked about this in my upload yesterday, with my team, right, when it comes to these guys, I'm not worried about Rio, right, because this guy holds value very nicely. He's 1.5. He's 1.5. The only time I'll ever sell Rio is when I know I'm 100% going to upgrade to the Moments. We got him at a really good price. I'm worried with Neymar because I think Neymar Player of the Month is tomorrow. So I'm really worried. He's gone down in price a lot. He's gone from 5 mil to 4.3. Now, I personally think EA can't make Neymar more expensive than Messi. So I believe that they're not going to make him more than a 94. And my thought is that they're not going to make him more than a 94 because on the market, look, EA have said in the previous years that they have a threshold for SBC pricing. So, I mean, like, when you look at the market, his inform is like 2 mil, right? 2.1 mil. So I can't see them making him. If he was a 95, SBC-wise, he had to be like 3 mil. So I don't think EA is going to do that. So it seems like either going to make him a 94 maybe. And like, it'll be like 1.5 because I don't think he'll be more than Messi. So in that case, Neymar's headliner is going to rise a ton. But if it comes out that he's like a 94 tomorrow and he's kind of affordable, then that's really bad for the market. Like if that comes out tomorrow and that's a thing, or if he's 94 and he's like 1 million coins, guys, that is awful for the market. Awful, because we had a similar situation with Messi's Player of the Month where it crashed a lot of the prices of special cards. Some of the top tiers went back up, but a lot of people just sold their cards in their club and said, F it, I'm doing Messi Player of the Month. We have to look out for that, and we have to be careful about that this time around because I took that too lightly last time. And come a day or two after Messi Player of the Month, everybody was selling everything in their club. I mean, like, if you look the day after, the day or two after, the market was crazy down in terms of a lot of cards. So, I mean, it's something that we got to be realistic with when it comes to this Player of the Month. I don't know if I'm going to complete it. And the reason for that is that I don't know. I want to have the one that's going to be the best version all year. So if it's a 94, I don't want to do it. It's going to be a really tough one, though, man, because a Neymar Player of the Month hits me, like, in a certain way, right? So it's going to be hard to hold away, I guess you could say, from that. And then I guess the last thing in today's upload that, would be really, really important to talk about, when EA do bring Winter Refresh SBCs today, I'm going to tell you guys a couple things, right? If it's 83 and 84 and they go up a lot the first hour or two, sell your 83s and 84s in your club. Another point of discussion is that if EA come out today and the SBC, all right, hear me out. If the SBC is untradeable, go onto the market and buy Winter Refresh cards. And the reason I'm saying that is because if there's no tradable supply, then there's been panic selling with these cards for absolutely nothing, right? I have to panic sell Ericsson right now because I don't want to risk that. But if there's no tradable supply today when it comes to these cards, guys, get your butt on the market and start buying, man, because these guys are going to rebound a ton because there are a lot of players in terms of these Winter Refresh cards that are heavy in demand. And I'm just assuming that people will hop right back on and just probably go right back on and buy the cards that they wanted for their team. Why does that always happen to me every time I'm logging in out of foot? But that's the reality. If there's no tradable supply today, like if this comes out as an SBC, because EA could very well do this. You guys know during Team of the Season, a lot of time they were doing this where they did like a once-a-week untradeable SBC. They can do that 100%. So if that happens, then a lot of these cards are going to rebound on the market in terms of Ibra, Bruno, all these types of dudes, man. They're going to go back up. I think they almost have to almost rebound. So that would be like a really sneaky thing that you guys could do today. You guys could check out the SBC. And if you feel like there's nothing really crazy when it comes to the SBC, you hop right back on the market and you pick up the ones that you feel like are the most down, because there are some that are down a ton. Florenzi's one of them, and unfortunately I got stuck with him, but he is one of them that is just down a ton because of this panic. And that's what happens when EA puts this pack code in. People go nuts and they lose their minds. So yeah, I mean, that's the reality. Guys, another important announcement. We hit top 5, man. We're top 5 in the world back-to-back years, man. I don't even know what I finished last year. I think 300 mil, but 3 years in I'm very happy with this, man. I've been training this year and going hard, but I haven't taken it as seriously as some previous years. But it's been fun, and it's awesome, man, to see us doing so well still on this road to glory and this account. So thank you guys for just supporting the videos this year, man. We're gonna keep them coming. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy today, man. Champions League, let's go. Bye bye.